snap! Well, hello guys, it's Jazz and welcome back to another episode of Oh Snap. This is actually the first episode of 2026 and I'm so excited to be back. I know we're like well into February at this point, but we got there eventually. We're back. Oh Snap is back for the year. If you're new here, welcome to the podcast, and if you've been here before, then welcome back. I'm really excited because something popped up in pop culture that I was like, we need to talk about this immediately, and I'm so excited to chat to you guys about all things Hannah Montana 20th anniversary. Cannot believe this is happening, and I know most of us are still in shock. I posted a video yesterday on trial reels actually, and it's so random, but I was like, to all the Disney Channel girlies in their 20s and 30s, genuinely, like, are you guys okay? Because I am physically unwell. Like, I don't think this is all sunk in yet because 2026 has brought us so many surprises already and so much excitement that's yet to come. So I feel like there's just a lot going on being 20 years since so many iconic things were made back in 2006. Anyway, I'm very excited that we're here and I can't wait to chat to you guys about all things Hannah Montana. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so in case any of you guys somehow haven't heard of this yet, which I'm sure every single one of you have, Disney Plus officially announced yesterday that Hannah Montana is going to be having a 20th anniversary reunion because 2026 has been 20 years since Hannah Montana was released, which is insane. They've basically announced it with this short little teaser trailer. Now, it comes out on the 24th of March, so we've still got like a month or like over a month to go. But in this little teaser trailer, we see Miley, well, what we assume is Miley, pulling up in a black limo, and in my head, that's "you get the limo out front." That's all I'm hearing. You see the car pull up. The license plate says HM20 to obviously celebrate the 20th anniversary. And we hear Best of Both Worlds playing. Also, you hear, I'm pretty sure it's Miley's voice screaming, "Hannah Montana!" And this is obviously giving like live concert, live show kind of energy. And you see her feet stepping out of the car in her boots, and then you can hear Best of Both Worlds playing in the background and the crowd is going crazy. So in my head, on first thought, not knowing what I know now, to me, I was like, this is gonna be some kind of live concert. That's what it was giving. In this teaser, we see her pulling up to stage 9, and a little bit of Hannah Montana lore, stage 9 is known as the official soundstage in LA that Hannah Montana, the series, was actually filmed on. So showing Miley pulling up to stage 9 is kind of referencing the fact that she's going back to where it all began. And that is what the caption said. If you guys saw the Disney Plus post or all the Disney posts, it says something about like, we're going back to where it all started or going back to where it all began. We know that we're going back in time. That's kind of all we could see from that. It was very vague. Now, from what I've seen so far, I feel like I've been seeing a lot of people still speculating on what exactly this is going to be because, as I said, it felt like it was going to be a live show. And guys, what I would do for a live Hannah Montana concert, I know people were like speculating on a world tour. Even before she announced this, people were like, she has to go on tour again. And that would heal my soul. But genuinely, guys, I don't think we have any hope because Miley's Miley. Like, Miley's not Hannah. Even though in our head she will forever be Hannah, realistically, if she was going to go on a world tour, it would be for herself. There's no way we'd be getting a Hannah Montana tour in 2026. If we were, you best believe I will be first in that line. So yes, online, I've still been seeing people speculating on what exactly it is. Is it a live show? Or I saw people saying, is it going to be another episode? Which, I mean, considering Miley doesn't seem to have much of a relationship with her dad at the moment, I'm like, that would also make it a little weird because obviously it was such a big part of the show. And I don't know whether Emily Osment would be back for it, considering all the weird like beef that they seem to go through on the show between the two of them. I just don't see an episode being remade, even though it would be amazing. Anyway, but you've probably seen a few more posts actually explaining what this is going to be. And of course, the original trailer that was posted with Miley was also with Alex Cooper. And I was like, okay, wait a damn minute. Alex Cooper, as we know, she is the host of Call Her Daddy podcast and she does a lot of celebrity interviews. She had Miley's mum Tish on the podcast not long ago. So it's giving interview. So yes, after I did a bit more digging, I went online and I found Disney's official press release, which gave us a really solid breakdown of what exactly we're in for this. So yes, Alex Cooper is going to be interviewing Miley, but it's not just any interview, any old just sitting on a couch, only the two of them in the room. This is actually going to be in front of a live audience. Now, whether or not this has been filmed yet, obviously we don't know because it was a live studio audience. Has it already been done? Because it's coming out in a bit over a month, but as we know, a lot of these things are made months and months in advance. So who knows when this was shot? I'm assuming it's already been done. But what I cannot stop thinking about is who on earth was in that live audience? Because if you think about it, I mean, it could have been some of you guys watching this right now. There are currently however many hundreds or thousands of Disney Channel fans, Disney Channel girlies. They're walking amongst us as we speak, and they were in that room for the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary special, and we have no idea. And so with that being said, all I can also think about is what kind of NDAs were these people having to sign? Because let me tell you, keeping your mouth shut after witnessing the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary with your own eyes, I could never. Like, literally, do not put me in that room. I mean, I'd die to be in that room, but do not put me in that room because it's not going to end well. I'm probably going to end up being sued. So I really just want to know who had the opportunity to be part of that. How did they become part of it? Were they part of some like raffle? Was there a raffle that was like, put your name in for some exclusive Disney Channel experience, but didn't tell you what it was? Did they hand pick fans that they knew existed already? Did they find, people from social media? Are there LA-based creators who actually got to be in that room, but obviously haven't been able to announce it yet and are soon going to come out with their own vlogs being like, hey guys, like I was at the 20th anniversary for Hannah Montana. I don't know, but all I know is that those people who were in that live audience are so freaking lucky, because I think that's just such a cool experience to be part of. So now let's talk about what else this Disney press release actually told us, because there were a few pieces of key information that came out from it, which I thought was really interesting to hear a little bit more deeply into like what exactly they're planning for this. So what do we know so far? I'm assuming this is going to be like a sit down interview style kind of conversation between Alex Cooper and Miley. And I think this makes sense logically, like considering this is the kind of thing that Alex Cooper would usually do, but also the fact that she's already interviewed Miley's mum, and on top of that, the fact that Alex Cooper has just had her own Disney Plus documentary released about her life. So right now, Alex Cooper is obviously big on that Disney Plus radar, and it just kind of makes sense. And I think it's also really special that Miley's getting to do this now that she's a Disney legend officially, because as you probably remember in 2024 at D23, which I am so thankful to have actually been in the room at, I'll share some of that footage in a moment, she actually received a Disney Legends Award, which is something huge. Like in the world of Disney, to receive a Disney Legends Award at D23 is just like such a big achievement. And for Miley to have received it at such a young age, in 2024, she must have been literally around like 30. So young, and to be called a legend, which she genuinely is, like for what she's created on Disney Channel, like she's genuinely left such a legacy. And I think like the way that she received it and spoke about Hannah so fondly and with so much passion to this day just was so healing, considering there was a massive patch there when she didn't want to be associated with Disney. She did not want to be known as Miley from Disney Channel. But now seeing this full circle moment and then leading into this 20th anniversary is so special. But anyway, let me insert some of that footage from what she said at D23 and my reaction.
I'm gonna cry.
I stand here still proud to have been Hannah Montana. She made Miley in so many ways. This award is dedicated to Hannah and all of her amazing, loyal fans, and to everyone who has made my dream a reality. To quote the legend herself, this is the life.
Now, this press release says that we're going to be getting some never before seen archival footage, which I think is really cool. In my head, I'm imagining 14-year-old Miley like vlogging on set and be like, hey guys, come with me to set today. And like in the trailer, I don't know what to imagine, but I'm just trying to think about what that might include. But I think the archival footage will be really cool. And hopefully we get archival footage not only from the show, fingers crossed from the movie, because that was my jam. Like I actually, as a kid, I did not have Disney Channel. I didn't have Disney Channel. I didn't have access to Disney Channel. So for me, it was the music that I could play on my CD player, and it was the movie. The show, I watched it here and there when I had access to it, but most of the time I didn't have access to it. But yeah, I'm really crossing my fingers for archival footage from the movie. Also, maybe even from the tour, like from her live concerts, because again, in my head, the fact that people actually were in the room for those shows is insane. If any of you guys were there, like back in, 2007, whatever, 2008 on her tours, share this experience with me. I will never know what that's like unless she does another tour, which I don't see happening anytime soon. But yes, all in all, I'm really excited to see what this never before seen archival footage is going to be. Now, the press release also says that some of the iconic sets are going to be brought back to life. It doesn't say we're going to be visiting original sets or anything like that, because I'm assuming nothing really exists anymore. It's all been torn down. But the way that they're wording this, they're going to be kind of like rebuilding at least 2 sets so that Miley can kind of step back into them now as an adult. But the 2 sets that we know about so far are absolutely iconic because it's Miley's living room and it is the iconic closet. How cool that she's going to be stepping back into those. And those are 2 of the most well-known spots from the show. Now, considering she's pulling back up to stage 9, I'm assuming it's going to be back at that same sound stage, but somehow redesigned as a live show. So here's what I'm picturing for the setup of stage 9. I'm picturing a portion of the room or studio to be set up as an actual like live studio space, like a talk show kind of setup. Stage, Alex and Miley chatting chatting away and then like massive audience, like bunch of seating. But I feel like live on the show, we're going to see Alex and Miley and we're going to follow them stepping off stage and stepping into other portions of the soundstage that they've now actually set up as the original sets. So like recreating her wardrobe, recreating the living room, and then getting to see them walk back through, and maybe Alex chatting to Miley about how she feels going back through them and all of that. But I think once we've gone through those sets and we've done all the other bits and pieces that they've hinted at, I do feel like Miley's going to come back to the stage, and when she appears, I know this is all my delusion, but I'm seeing this happening. When she appears back on the stage or like comes back out to the audience, she's going to have the Hannah wig on, because I'm telling you now, that is all I want. And I feel like we have not seen this in so long. I know she kind of recently mentioned her haircut, like referencing Hannah Montana and referencing the 20th anniversary or something like coming back. But I feel like we're going to see her step back on that stage. She's going to have that blonde wig on and she's going to give us the performance of her life. I'm talking she's going to give us a Nobody's Perfect. She's going to give us a best of both worlds. I'm feeling a 3-song set, just something short, just a little moment. This isn't going to be Hannah Montana live in concert as much as we all want it to be, or as much as I personally want it to be. I think it's just going to be more of a sit down chat, but to give us what she knows, like she knows that this is what the audience wants, like give the people what they want. We're going to have to get some songs, because I just don't think it would be complete without it. Like Hannah Montana is about the music. The music is everything in Hannah Montana. So I just don't see a 20th anniversary reunion this big and this exciting happening with no performance. To me, that would be so disappointing. I don't know whether it's going to happen, but I really want to know what you guys think about this, because I haven't discussed this with anyone. I need someone to talk to about these. The branding so far, like the title that we have, is just perfect, as you can see on the screen if you're watching on YouTube right now. I just think it's perfect that they've kept it true to what it always was. It's the original Hannah Montana logo, but just a little added title on the bottom, 20th anniversary special, still in the same font, same text. It feels just like we're going back to where we started. It doesn't feel like we're starting fresh. It doesn't feel like we're completely doing something different. It just feels perfectly nostalgic to me. I think they did a perfect job at that. Now, what we also learned from the press release is who's actually going to be producing the episode. And so it sounds like it's going to be produced by Hopetown Entertainment, which is Tish, Miley's mum's production company, or like she leads the company alongside Alex Cooper's production company, Unwell Productions. This is like very much a collaboration between Miley and Alex. It feels like Alex actually has a bit more involvement than it might seem, because of course we know she's hosting it, but knowing that her production company actually has a part in producing this makes me go, whoa, she's had the opportunity to have like massive involvement in the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary special, which is huge. Even I'm sure to tell young Alex that she would be part of producing this is like insane. I can't even imagine. Now, I have the press release open right in front of me as we speak, and I've just seen that at the bottom it says that starting Thursday, February 19, fans can dive even deeper into Disney Plus with a dedicated non-stop stream that's going to be featuring all 4 seasons of Hannah Montana. Oh my God, Hannah Montana the movie, and Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus, the Best of Both Worlds concert. I am like literally getting teary just thinking about this. Demonstrating the franchise's enduring popularity, the Hannah Montana catalog has amassed more than 500 million hours streamed globally on Disney Plus to date, which is wild. 500 million hours on Hannah Montana content on Disney Plus. Like, no wonder they're doing this. To me, hearing this is going to be a dedicated non-stop stream, to me that just feels like Disney Channel. It feels reminiscent of sitting in front of your TV and not knowing what's going to come next, and not necessarily like having that choice of what you're actually going to watch, which episode you're going to put on. It's the excitement that you feel about the anticipation. What episode's going to play next? Is it going to be this? Is it going to be that? I really, really love this idea. It feels so nostalgic to me. Now, I don't know whether this is going to be available in Australia or not. It says Thursday, February 19. When I'm recording this right now, it's Thursday the 19th, but because we're here in Australia, we're a day behind. So I don't know whether we've got it yet. And I hope that this is going to be accessible here. But regardless, I think it's really cool and such a sick idea. Now, being the 20th anniversary, I am crossing my fingers and hoping that we're going to get some kind of merchandise out of this. I don't know how. I don't know whether it's like, I'm feeling some kind of online release, even if it's a one item thing. I mean, it's going to sell out like crazy, but literally whether it's like a 20th anniversary t-shirt. I also saw someone, I don't know whether it was like a graphic designer or someone on Instagram created what they would want to be released by Disney for this anniversary special. And it was actually like a Hannah Montana branded lip gloss, and it had the Hannah Montana keychain hanging off of it. And I thought that was so cool, because like to me, even though I use lip gloss to this day, and we all do, but lip gloss is very 2000s. There's something about like applying the lip gloss. Also maybe because it wasn't a full-on makeup item. So as kids, like we were still allowed to use a little bit of lip gloss, and especially those little branded lip glosses you would have, whether it was like the lip smackers, or they might have like a certain character or a singer or something related to it, or like a cute keychain hanging off it. So I think a lip gloss, maybe in collaboration with a big brand. I know Miley's an ambassador for Maybelline right now doing the Sky High mascara. So I can even picture her doing like a Maybelline collab with a Hannah Montana keychain off the lip gloss. That could just go off. So I'm hoping that some kind of collaboration comes out of this 20th anniversary merchandise wise. Like, I think it's such a huge opportunity to like capitalize off, because Lord knows that all of us are going to be buying it, especially seeing the hype around this teaser trailer so far. So I guess we'll soon find out whether we're going to get any exclusive merch or anything like that. But either way, I think this is so exciting. Cannot wait for this 20th anniversary reunion, and just can't wait to keep like deep diving on this with you guys and chatting more about it. So yes, let me know in the comments what you guys are thinking, what you're excited for, what you're expecting from this. Do you agree with my theories? Do you think it's going to be something different to what I'm saying? Cannot wait to hear your thoughts. But yes, as always, thank you guys so much for tuning into today's episode. I'm always wanting to hear what you guys want me to chat about next on the podcast. So please keep me posted in the comments. Let me know what you guys want to hear from me next. Anyway, I'll chat to you guys in the next episode, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.